Hey, good evening, my fellow residents of Yigo. My name is Peter Pascual, and I am a candidate for Yigo Mayor this coming election, 2016.
My name is Mayor Rudy Matanani, Mayor of the beautiful village of Yigo.
Hi, my name is Joseph G. Flores of Yigo. I'm running for Yigo Mayor.
My decision to run again is because the things that I started to do that's very, very important for the village of Yigo hasn't been completed. And I hope that after my re-election, I can complete what I think should have been done here in the village.
My number one is the Simon Sanchez School. I know they're going to build a new school for Simon Sanchez or a major renovation. And what I want to do is be part of that round table because of my background experience as a fire inspector. I want to sit down and make sure that a school that is going to be built or major renovation, I want to make sure that our kids that are going to the school is met with all the safety requirements, health requirements with the fire, public works, health requirements, and also to have a safe school.
It's community involvement, because with cooperation, with collaboration, and an effective effort, our community deserves the very best from us. And that's what I intend to do. I am a people person. Just by that 2008 incident where I did not turn my back, I still stayed as a council member. And yes, it's my desire, my willingness to actually help my fellow man, my fellow neighbor. So hopefully they can see the light and consider me for their next mayor. And I assure you, the only promise that I will make, that I have made to the folks, the residents, is that I will uphold the duties and responsibilities of the mayor, and which I will stand up.
My top 3 priorities is to get a pretty sizable property from the government of Guam to build more sports facilities like a soccer field, softball field, a pavilion where we can have our flea market and our night market, a 1-mile walk-run facility, and things that because although I'm the mayor, I'm going to be asking the residents what do they think we need here. In fact, that's what happened when I ran for mayor. Kids came up to me and asked me, Mayor, can you build us a skateboard ring? And with God's help, we have a skateboard ring. It's in Agafagumas, but that was the only inventory that the mayor's office had as far as property is concerned. So that's the initial reason why it's in Agafagumas.
My second is the roads conditions. There's a lot of $1 million federal grants that are there waiting for us to use. For the last 4 years, like I said, there wasn't no road construction or improvement, and there's a lot of grants for our roads to be improved. For example, like there's a lot of roads are branching out to the main road that our buses can't even get through. Not even the senior citizen van to pick up our senior citizen people, and their policy is required us to have a paved road, and in order to have a bus stop in also, for our kids not to be walking far distance, we need to put bus stops in those kind of roads. We need to have our roads widened so our buses can go through and make the requirement turn on the cul-de-sac so you can pick up the kids if there's a bus stop in the road there.
I say we really don't want to talk negatively with whoever. That is one of my main pet peeves when we do have our meetings with our committee. I don't want to hear any of that negativity. We need to focus on our agenda, and that is to sit in the mayor's office. And with that, that would be the ultimate to where I can actually do more for the community.
My third priority is, there's always room for improvement, most especially in Yigo. Yigo is the biggest village as far as land mass is concerned, and there's a lot of things here that has to do with servicing the residents of Yigo that we still need. And those are the 3 reasons. And I'll just put a fourth one there because I love my job and I love helping people.
I want to help our veterans, and there's a lot of veterans here in Yigo from the war, and make sure that there's a veteran organization in Yigo. We can have one Route 15. There's a teacher housing. We can have one place there, and mainly I want to also bring up about our recreation activity here in Yigo. We have no park here. I want to inquire from land management and Gura to get a large, massive land and make a recreation park for our kids, like a outside basketball, rugby field combined with a football field, tennis court, even like a skateboard place for the kids to skate.
Planning is most important. A lot of the residents will ask me, so what are you going to do for Yigo? And I says, well, let's change that question a little bit. What are we, as residents of this community, going to do? Because if you don't take part of the change will overcome us, and then we have no say-so. But if we step up to the plate and be a part of it, we can make the change. So if you don't take part of the change, you're gonna have to accept what comes.
You know, I worked for the Air Force for 33 years, and there was always a policy that why fix it if it ain't broken? And I've heard a lot of comments that the people think that I'm doing a good job, doing things that hasn't been done. And you know, all the mayors in the past, you know, I know what it's like to be a mayor, okay? And we have different priorities. And yes, there were a lot of things that were done in the past, in the previous years, but there's still a lot of things that need to be done. So I'm here, and I think I'm going to be here for another 4 years.
Well, I asked for the people of Yigo to vote for me, and like I said, I'm here to tackle every problem that is here in Yigo that needs to be improved. I'm ready to make Yigo beautiful as it should be.